ready to ask myself that question because I'm the genie. What am I supposed to do? Not only as the most powerful generation in human history, I can do it much better, much faster than any other generation has ever done. If other generation took years and years to get it done, you do it in a split second. That's the power you got. So that power is there. Question is, what is that you're going to ask? That's where you should be debating, discussing, wondering, what should I ask myself, genie, so that it will get done. Because if you don't ask, it will never happen. So this is the direction, this is the way that education is all about. Education is not about 2 plus 2, you get the result. That's important, very basically it's important. But the important thing, what does it lead to? Why am I learning this? To do what? So once I do that, then something fascinating thing happens. So this is one thing I leave it to you, think about it. I put it in the other context. The world is kind of floating in space. That's an answer given to all your textbooks. You know that all these planets and this is, in a way, our planet is a tiny little spaceship compared to all the spaceships around us. So we're in a spaceship. Imagine this is the spaceship that we are floating in this space, which we are doing every day, every moment, every second. My question is, are we passengers in this spaceship? Or we are stewards in the spaceship, hostesses in the spaceship? We have a role to play in the spaceship. It's floating, irrespective of what you do. But since we are in this spaceship, for a while, next generation will come, will be gone. What is it we do in this spaceship? If we are passenger, we are waiting for our drinks, we are waiting for our meals, make us comfortable, and all that. If we're in economy class, we want to go to the business class. We are in business class, we want to go to the first class. That's passenger mentality. But are we passengers? My point is, try to remind you again and again, we are not passengers. We are the pilots of this ship. The responsibility as pilot is different. We can go and sleep, watch movies. Pilot cannot do that. Pilot has to fly the spaceship, make sure everybody in the spaceship is safe. And we are going the right direction. Suppose you agree with me that we are all pilots in this spaceship. This is our turn. We became the pilots. Somebody else will come, the next generation come, they will take over from us. Do we know where we're going? That would be terrible if the pilots don't know where we're going. At what speed we'll go, how do we avoid dangers along the way, how to make sure we get to the destination in the best possible way. That's our responsibility. So you debate yourself, are you a passenger or are you a pilot? If you're a pilot, these are the responsibilities. If you're a passenger, relax. Or try to get from economy class to the business class. If we are pilots, we have to have a flight plan. Do we have a flight plan? That's what the university is all about. Helping you prepare your flight plan, not the university's flight plan. Professors can only help you, make you aware that there is something called flight plan. But they cannot prepare it for you. You are unique. Not only are the powerful human beings, at the same time, each one of us are unique creation on this planet. There is no parallel. There's no copy of anybody in the entire history of human beings. If you are unique, if you believe in that, what that uniqueness brings to us in this spaceship, what do I contribute, what do I add as a unique person? If I don't, I'm wasting myself. So university's role is to make you aware. Please don't waste yourself. You can change the whole world. That's the uniqueness you got. But all you got busy, how to get a job. Once you get a job is done. See, we throw away all the thing nature has given to us. Not use it. We are genie, but behave like everyday human beings. Never felt like a genie. Never used the power of the genie. The university that I think of is when somebody shake you up. Wake up. You're a genie. Take the responsibility of your generation's mark on the spaceship, what you do. So if you're talking about destination, which is very important, unless we know the destination where we are going, we cannot decide anything in the flight plan. Flight plan is about reaching the destination. If you have a flight plan, or we prepare a flight plan because we know the destination. But if you don't know the destination, what happens? Do we give up? We don't. We imagine a destination. We don't know what's out there. Just because we don't know what's up there, we make conjectures. We imagine. This is the destination I'm going to go. If I first hit is a miss one, it's not the right one, I turn around, keep trying to get to the right destination. But I must have an image of what the right destination is. If I don't have the image of it in my mind, in my dream, I cannot do anything. So again, I bring another word, dream. It's very important. Because it's a dream which takes you a particular direction. You are not sure you are going there, but you have to have a dream. Imagination. So I see imagination is a huge power. People will tell you, be practical, be those. Yes, of course you be practical, but at the same time, be a dreamer. Dream is the key of the human beings. If you imagine, you set your direction in that direction. If you imagine, it will happen. If you don't imagine, it will never happen. That's the power of imagination. We do it all the time. We watch science fiction. Science fiction, in the beginning, science fiction was people are dreaming about going to the moon. That was a big dream of human being. It's always there. Can we get there? People laughed at them. How can you get to the moon? Crazy guy. But the guy was the right one. He was imagining. They tried to reach to the moon in many ways. Really, practically. Failed every time, but never gave up. On that basis, we made science fiction movies, science fiction articles, science fiction books. All fictions. Still, we have not gone to the moon. Just because we imagine, just because we created fiction, We made it happen. Today, we want to go far away from moon. Moon is just a next door neighbor. This is driving us. What is there? What do we do? Are there gold and diamonds waiting there? Nothing. Maybe just empty, barren land or whatever there is. But imagination is, why should it be there unless we get there? Since it's there, we should be there. So imagination. So I'm encouraging you to imagine. Imagination is the core of human being. So don't ignore that. Collectively, individually, imagine. Imagine about the societies, imagine about today, imagine about tomorrow, imagine about the neighbors, imagine about whatever you want to imagine. Always remember, if you don't imagine, it will not happen. So that's the power. You can, in imagination, you can do anything you want. There's no limit. So if it doesn't cost you anything, if there's no limit to it, why should you be stingy about imagination? Make your mind go as far as you want. Just because you let your imagination go beyond boundaries doesn't mean that it's useless imagination. No imagination is useless. Imagine the most outlandish imagination that you can have, so that you can make it your direction, moving in that, follow that path to make it happen. What is our imagination about the world today? Do you have a course on that? Does anybody have a course on that? What is our imagination? So sometimes I get so taken up by this idea of imagination. We hold competitions of imagination, particularly among young people at the campuses. Imagine the world that you want to create. And that imagination would be so many words or so many pages. You put it down as a competition. Wilder the imagination, better mark you get. And someone out of the thousands participants, someone will get the first prize. Why? Because her or his imagination is so wild and so fancy, so attractive, which shows that competitor the first prize. Encouraging imagination. That imagination, now you exercise, you try your imagination yourself. Just imagine. Write fictions. Only thing I remind, science fiction is a very known procedure. You do that. You can write your own science fiction. I'm encouraging writing social fiction.
Welcome to my channel.
Follow me.
Thank you for watching.
Stay tuned.
Science fiction is known. You do what we do. Science comes, you develop something and get something done by that. But nobody has social fiction. Social fiction is what kind of world as human beings we would like to have together. What will be the interaction with each other? What is it collectively we want for us? What kind of business world, what kind of economic world, what kind of political world? Everything is imagination. You don't have to look at what they do every day. You look what you are thinking in an imaginary world. Because if you imagine, that social system will emerge. Because everybody say, hey, this is a good idea. Let's do it. Let's try it. So I'm emphasizing social fiction. What was the imagination that I was trying to let people know? That's what you're shown the book here, World of Three Zeros. That's an imagination, the fiction. But if it touches you, oh, that makes sense to me. It will happen. So don't ignore it if you don't like it. It's okay. If you don't like that world of three zeros, you make a world of 100 zeros, your world of no zeros, whatever you want. But imagine it. Don't just say, this is rubbish. Okay, it's rubbish. But create your imagination, what kind of world you want. The reason I wrote about three zeros, very simple. First part of it is about the civilization that we have on this world today, that we are part of the civilization. As young people, we'll be rebelling against that civilization. That's a natural thing for young people to do. Reject and rebuild. Or start from completely different context. But if you don't do that, you fail in your generational responsibility. You may be best student in the class, you may be very perfect in your professions, but as a generation, you have not delivered where we want to go as a human race. That's our responsibility. We have to hunt. So I came to the conclusion in my first part of the story, the civilization that we are going through is a self-destructive civilization. We cannot protect ourselves from that civilization. This civilization will kill us completely. We know that, but we ignore it. Okay, today is fine. They are talking about something which probably will never happen. Just ignore, make us comfortable. They say the environment is going into the direction that will destroy this whole planet. And in the process, we'll be destroyed. Because we created a civilization based on waste creation, if I can make it a simple statement. Every day we are creating waste. And every behavior that we promote is a waste-creating behavior. So to put it simply, we say, if not anything else happening, will be put under the grave of waste that we created. We will be buried under the waste. So much waste we are creating. Because economy and the system, social system, promotes you to always accumulate. The main point in the economy is buy, buy, buy. You continue to buy. They're always encouraging you to buy. They never ask, what did you do with the one that you bought yesterday? They're pushing you. They're bombarding you. Buy, buy, buy. They create occasions so that you don't forget to buy more. We turn occasions as a kind of buying spree. Let it be Christmas, birthday, Eid holiday, or whatever. They jump in. Buy, buy, buy. This is the occasion to buy. They invent Father Days, Mother Days, Uncle Days, Auntie Days. Make you buy. Don't ask what you do with it. When you buy, you say, no, buy a pair. It's cheaper. See? Forcing you to buy more. Or buy on those days, we have a big discount. Always forcing you to buy. What you do after that, that's not their responsibility. The more we buy, the closer we get to the ultimate day. So they give us a lifestyle. Lifestyle built in to make waste all the time. Wearing the same dress again is a shameful thing. Why should you wear it? You wore it last time. Your friends saw you with that dress. You don't wear it anymore. So you have to buy another one because I'm going to meet the same friends. See? It got into our head. What do I do with the previous one? We don't know. Just throw it out. What happens? It takes the resources, and then it is, most of it, indestructible. It doesn't get destroyed. Particularly items like on plastic and so on. So terrible. But keep on doing that. To sum up all I'm saying, we have created civilization which is self-destructive. It's taking us to the ultimate destruction. We destroy ourselves. So we had to invent, imagine, again. It's not something you decree it tomorrow and the president of the country signs it, from today we do that. It's not about that. It's about lifestyle change, how we behave, how we do, what kind of thing. Wearing the same dress 50th time would be celebrated. We'll have celebration that I'm wearing this shirt for 50th time. It's not like that. I only use once. That's the thing to be applauded today. What should have been the other way? That I'm wearing it 50th time. This is the shirt my fathers used to wear. And I'm wearing, my son, my daughter is getting ready to grab it. That's the direction we should be going, not the other way around. So this is one, again, for you to decide which way you want to go. I'm just simplifying things. This civilization will be a victim of environmental disaster because we are not aware of it. We don't want to do it. We say, okay, nothing is happening. I don't see anything. These are just talks. This is not real. It is real. Just because it comes in a slow motion doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Simply you can just bypass, ignore. But it's coming, for sure. The second one, that the imagination of the world that I'm thinking, world of 3 zeros. What are the zeros for? First zero is zero net carbon emission. I don't want any carbon emission in my life. I don't want any carbon emission in the whole universe. So that we protect ourselves. This is a responsibility. Otherwise, we destroy ourselves. We talk about it, we write about it, but we carry on our life as if this doesn't apply to me. It's for somebody else.